it's Dr. Rogini. So the one approval that you're looking for, that you're waiting for, that you're actually literally like waiting to receive an answer. That approval is actually costing your body's energetics. It's costing you in every single way. Because the minute you wait for that approval, what happens is you start creating this energetics of suffering in your body. So that approval is telling you that you're not worthy. It's telling you that you are not receptive enough. And it's actually costing you in terms of your health, your mind, your connection with yourself, connection with everybody else, with connection with your relationship, connection with your children, connection with your business partner. It does not matter. With money handling, everything. So that approval, so when I say the word approval, it could be so many ways of approving. So as females, we have this habit of waiting for that perfect approval from somebody else. And we don't see our value. We don't see how important our life is. We don't see how important who we are. And then we wait for that approval. It can take months, it can take years, it can take who knows how long. The longer you wait, the longer you take yourself away from having that successful life. Okay. I can go deep into this topic and start sharing all the details, but the key here is for you to receive, to recognize and make yourself aware. Where in your life are you seeking approval? Where in your life are you seeking permission? Where in your life are you waiting for that approval and permission? So I'm going to give you an example. Let's say you've joined into this group. It could be a class, it could be a course, it could be a program, it could be something somebody else told you that you need that for yourself. But deep inside, you feel like you don't need it. But you're waiting to cancel that program, that course, whatever that is for you. So now you're waiting and waiting and waiting. So it's costing you. It's actually adding more energy and more density, not energy, more weight into your energy body, more density. So now the pressure inside of you is building up, building up, and building up. And because you're waiting for that approval, you might be building resentment. You might get bitter a little bit. All that part is holding and waiting for that approval. So what if I told you, you can start trusting your decisions. You're powerful enough to make a decision. You have your inner guidance, your own inner strength that will always guide you. It will always guide you whichever direction you're choosing. It will guide you out of it. It will guide you towards something else, whatever that guidance is. You have to learn to trust your guidance. And some people learn to trust their guidance once they go through a major crisis in their life, when they go into the deepest loss in their life. When they go through their darkest moment in their life, that's when they start connecting to that deeper guidance. But most of us wait for that moment, and you don't have to wait, because the guidance is always with us. It's always available. You can ask and you can choose to guide you. So if you do not choose and you don't ask, you won't be guided. And in order to receive that guidance, you have to make time for yourself. You have to make time for your own connection. You have to remove the noise in your head and make some time, just be solitary, just being by yourself. And not waiting for someone's permission to say that you're allowed to be by yourself for a little bit. But most of us, when we are by ourselves, we choose to grab the remote and watch TV or surf on the internet, go on social media, or read a book. And then we forget to connect with ourselves. What is true connection? True connection is tapping to our own body, tapping into our own thought process, tapping into in terms of where we are right now and getting more present and present in our body. When we are not present, we are disconnected with our body. We are not grounded. And this is what masters have told us for centuries, for many, 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 many thousands of years, to be able to connect and reconnect with ourselves. In the connection, we are guided. This is how I created my life. This is how I'm creating my future. Like everything is by guidance. Any decisions I've made with my mind took me off path. And then my inner guidance will call me back and remind me of my direction. So your direction is always with you. You just have to trust it more. So don't wait for that loss. Don't wait for the deepest sorrow. Don't wait for the deepest downfall. But start now. Learn to connect. Learn to be with yourself. Learn to be in a quiet moment where you can literally bring yourself back into presence. And there's so many ways of doing it. At the beginning, it's going to be uncomfortable. It's going to feel so much harder than it is. But as you do it more and more, you learn to activate something else in your body. So if you want to literally be part of our group, part of my mission, my goal is to help you to reconnect with yourself so you can find your own connection. So Shakti Activate and Health Awakened and all the courses I've created so far, they're all part for you to help you to bring yourself back into your presence, bring yourself back into your clarity, into your focus, and into your actions. But those actions are aligned actions, not from frustration, not from fear, not from doubt, not from lack, but knowing. When you do things from knowing, it's totally different when you do things from fear and lack. There's a different kind of energetics we create in our body that's actually blocking us from being fully in our body. So your job is to recognize where you are putting pressure on yourself, where you're holding yourself back by more and more tapping into yourself. Your answers are always with you. My job is not to give you the answers. My job is to reconnect you back to your higher self, to your source. Your source is always, always, always available. So I don't want to go too deep right now, but I think this frequency this is already activation for you. But if you want to remain consistent and persistent and remembering who you are, I would suggest you to purchase the course so you can actually practice your skills. Practice more of your awareness. Practice being more in your present moment. Because life can throw so many different things at you. But you have to learn to be in the moment. But it takes a lot of training, a lot of practice to be able to be in the moment. It's easy to be brainwashed by accepting external approval, but you have to first approve yourself. You are the approval. You are the presence. You are the power. So first start with yourself. Give yourself permission to approve whatever you decide to do. If you decide not to do something, you have to prove that to yourself. Nobody else would approve that for you. There's going to be a lot of mixed messages coming from external world, but can you make that decision for yourself to be able to make sure that it's for you? No one knows future, but your guidance knows which direction to go. Your values, your focus, your goals will guide you which direction to go. This is why it's so important to have you set some certain goals, you set certain values. You have to be aware of your values, what you deeply desire. And you have to be also aware that you're not taking someone else's values, someone else's dream life. It has to be yours. And usually what happens in a partnership, you decide together what your values are. Otherwise, you wouldn't be partners together. Okay, so usually you attract a partner who has similar values. But if you are dealing with certain limitation and density, you might not attract that kind of partner that you deeply desire. But it does not matter. You can still change. So what I mean is not letting go of the partner. Sometimes what happens is you shifting something inside of you may shift your partner as well. because you have the power to change anything. You are a powerful being. You are the power source. So you don't have to change the environment to create peace in yourself. You change the internal environment to create peace outside of you. So thank you for watching. We'll see you back on the next video.